So hi, my name is Sherilyn Dorsey, and I am creator and founder of You're More Than Their Mother, and I teach entrepreneurial moms to reclaim, realign, and rebalance their lives and go after their dreams. So today I want to talk to you about your story and starting a business. So people are so often, hey there, good Sandy, thanks for joining me live. It's been a long time since you and I connected live. But first, I want to talk to you about your story. And when I say your story, I mean the thing that brought you to this point. Hey, Tracy, the thing that brought you to this point. If you are watching this video, there is something going on in your life that you are looking to shift. I don't think that it's necessarily bad. I just think that you want more. You are ready to claim your abundance now. So you are looking for tools and motivation, inspiration, etc. to get you from where you are to where it is that you want to be. But I know, Tracy, I understand. I am too. I'm always ready for my next. But very thankful for where I am now. But what I know about, even though you are ready and you are in that spot and you are where you are now, what I know about you is that your story got you to this point. Whatever it is that happened to you up until this moment that is causing this shift, it was all necessary to get you here. And for that, I first want to tell you to be grateful. Don't spite anything that has gotten you here. It was all a part of your development process, and there is something to be learned from every encounter, every scenario, every what you would consider misstep or mistake. Okay? So that is a good thing. Now I want you to capitalize off of that story, because what I know, being an entrepreneur and a mentor, a speaker and things like that, what I know about your story is that you are not unique. What has happened to you in one way, shape, or form, I don't know how I had to rinse out the app. Oh no, okay, Sandy, I'm glad you're back. I missed you too. I really did. I love it when I see my familiar faces and people who have been following me. I appreciate that. But I'm sorry, to jump back in, thank you for those hearts. To jump back into it, what I know is that your story, you are not an anomaly. And your story is similar to someone else's. And every time you tell your story, you give someone else permission to share their story. And what that means, I know people package it in that way all the time. But what it means to give someone else permission to tell their story is you tell them that there's no reason to be ashamed. You let them know that they are not alone. You let them know that they can make it through it just like you have to this point. It doesn't mean that you are walking around looking for sympathy or empathy or anything like that. It really puts you on display as a survivor. Does that make sense to you? Tell me, all my live people here and anybody that's watching this on replay, let me know with the hearts or a comment. Good. I'm glad this is making sense. So as a survivor, it is really our duty to ourselves, not to anyone else, but it is our duty to share our story. Right? And when you share your story, it really kind of frees you up from being found out, if you will, because sometimes a part of our story we are not necessarily proud of. And so we don't want people to know about that part of us. So if we may not be hiding it per se, but we do our best to avoid talking about it, or to avoid people who are in a similar situation. And I'm not saying that that's bad. I'm just saying that's what we do. And sometimes we do that out of shame. And what this does is this frees you up to be who you are fully, to say, yes, that is a part of my life, but it does not define the sum total of my being. Okay, so there's a feeling that comes along with that. Now I want to share with you how you can leverage your story and turn that into a money-making machine. Okay? So if you are here, I know you are an entrepreneurial mom. So you're looking to break out in some kind of way with your business, whatever it may be. And while I specialize in coaches and people who are leading heartfelt businesses, meaning people who have a desire to help other people, this is applicable to any business that you have. When you have a story, anytime you are looking to sell your story, if you will, or pitch your, I'm sorry, not story, but if you are looking to sell your business, if you are looking to pitch or partner up with someone, the conversation begins with your story. Because what happens is people see you as relatable, and they begin to link you up with their clients with a larger purpose of how they can connect and get you out into the world, be it to serve their purpose by a partnership. And of course, that'll be some mutual, or will have a reciprocal benefit when you partner up with other people, or they want to simply leverage you as the speaker, right? Or as the business, because they know that you can provide this excellent service, which low key is really the same thing as that reciprocal benefit. Every time, if you think about it, one of the reasons that you are drawn to me right now is because my story is similar to yours, some part of it, even if we just connect at the level of motherhood. Is that true for you? For those who are with me live? We connect, absolutely. So there's a resonance there right away that says, hey, she's going through some of the same similar circumstances that I am, be it with my children in this case, and now as an entrepreneur. And I'll let you know that I am an entrepreneur. Every time that we get connected, it reminds you, or what you do is see yourself in a broader sense. If you haven't started your business, it lets you know almost before I go into any type of training, any type of topic when we connect, it lets you know that I am a mother, I am an entrepreneur, so it's possible for you. Does that make sense? So now, as an entrepreneur yourself, or as an aspiring entrepreneur, it is your joy, it should be, it is your job now to go and duplicate that out in the world by providing your gift on the back end. So you're not trying to go out and be the next Sherilyn, the next Oprah, the next whomever, right? You just want to go out and be the best you that you can be and leverage who it is that you are right now. And what I want to do is to give you a quick recap of what I said, because I want to make sure that you didn't miss anything. Okay, so what I was saying in that other video before it kept freezing is that your story is your in into your entrepreneurial business. And what that means is not having any shame behind it, giving your story freely to those, because you know that what it is that you've been through and what got you to this point will help someone else. And you understand that there's a connectivity there when you tell and share parts of your story, because you don't have to go in spilling everything from the top, right? You can go in and share parts of your story, or package your speech, if you will, so that it is comfortable for you. You definitely want to make sure that you stay in your level of comfort, especially starting out. You'll definitely stretch more and more as you grow and go further into your business. But take parts of your story that you believe will be of most benefit to other people. Package that in a way that people understand, that is succinct, and that it hits them directly. And you start with that and let them know this is the passion that drives your business. This is the passion that drove you to this point. And this survivor that they are looking at is the one who they want to connect with in business. Right? Because if you can do it, so can they. That's when they see themselves mirrored. That's when they have that connection there. That is when they say, you know what? I'm going through this same thing, and if she can do it, so can I. Good. I'm so glad that you're understanding what I'm saying. So thank you for that. Okay, so that was basically what I was summing up before the video kept freezing. Now I wanted to talk about, I think what I was saying, that was the personal, I'm sorry, I just left the personal side. We finished that up, and that was the end of the business approach to it. So what I want to hear from you now is, are you, number one, I guess I would ask, for those of you who are with me live, if you are watching this on the replay, please definitely chime in with your questions and things like that and let me know. Shoot me over an email. But I want to know, number one, does that make sense to you? Are you able to package your story? Is your story good enough to be shared with other people to show them that if you can do it, so can they? Right? I hope that's a quick, absolute no-brainer yes for you, right? Because remember, I was just telling you, number one, the first thing that connected you with me right away was the fact, absolutely, Tracy. The first thing that, and it works, and I'm trying to show you how it works right away. The first thing that connected you to me is motherhood. You saw a common thread between us, and you realized that, wow, she's doing something that I could do. She's in the same position as I. So it's possible. So right away, there was a level of connectivity. The next thing you saw in me was the entrepreneurial bug, right? The entrepreneurship that I have going on. You have something in you that makes you want to start a business for whatever your motivation is behind it. And you want that for yourself. You see that I'm doing it. So it lets you know that it's possible. So you want to hear what I have to say in hopes that what I'm saying will help you to get to your more. Does that make sense? So if you're doing that with me, guess what? There are other people out in the world who are waiting to do the same thing with you. It's our job to share our story. It's our job to leverage our gift. It's our job to be unafraid. So, Tracy, you're saying, I'm a single mom with health issues, so I need to be able to make my own schedule and provide more. Absolutely. What has happened with you, Tracy, and I love that you're so free and open and sharing in that way, so thank you for that. But let me tell you what life is doing for you. It's giving you the ultimate push. It is pushing you to the edge, letting you know that this is the only option you have. You have something living inside of you that is greater than you are allowing yourself to be. And so life will not ease up on you because you're nice. Life will not, I know because I know you. Life will not ease up on you because of any issue that you think you may have. Life is requiring you to become more right from where you are right now. It is absolutely possible. It is your job. Hi, Talar. It is your job to figure out how. So I'm so proud of you for joining in on these scopes to get started with it. It's really all about now taking action behind these things. So does that make sense? Well, I hope it does. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope that you all are getting it. I know that one of my last thematic scopes, if you will, were me talking about launching your business. So what I'm trying to do is to create a thread for you in order for you to be able to follow along with to get started, to kind of get out of your head, because I know that's where creatives' ideas live. I am one, and for years and years and years, I sat with this and I played with it and I self-sabotage. And yes, and other people have helped. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that's almost a home run for you. Think about if people saw you overcoming. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Your story is almost a business, right? It's your end for your business. People can relate to that right away. Yes, but what I'm hoping from all of these, and keeping with this common theme, from the launch to telling your story to showing you how it feels personally, because there's a personal side to this. You are a human being having this experience, but there's also a way that you can leverage every single thing it is that you are going through and that is happening for you. So I want to show you that so that you can get out of your head, get off the couch, get out of your feelings, and go out into the world and be more. Be who it is that you imagined and dreamed that you can be. Okay, well, I will wrap it up. I appreciate you all joining me today in every video that comes up. I am so happy to share with you, and I appreciate you. I hope this meets you right where you are and you take action behind it. Until we meet again, remember, it's time to move beyond everyone else's expectations of who you ought to be and become the woman you thought that you could be. Bye.